All right, ladies and gentlemen, little technical difficulties, but we are here. Paul Bow here along with Rich Salonis, 2nd and 1 ball at the 42-yard line, opening drive of the game for the Comets. Handoff up the middle. Ryan Harding, the ball carrier there. 9:48 to go, opening drive of the game. We are here at STA Stadium here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. The Millionaires and the Comets. Little technical difficulties to start the game seem to be resolved. Rich, opening drive of the game, 1st and 10 at the 44. Crestwood got a first down on their first possession there, on the first series.
It had about a 3rd and 8 play that they converted on a deep out.
The swank, yep. Baxton and I, handoff again.
Counter trap play that time by the Comets, and the hole closed fairly quickly. A couple of Millionaires getting off the pile, and guess who? I'm sure we'll call his name more than once tonight. Nasir on the tackle.
That's Jimmy Hawley. He's been the ball carrier 3 times here on the opening drive. Sets up 2nd and 8 ball at the 46-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Crestwood will now spread the field out. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. That's Dominski to the bottom. The 6'6" tight ends flanked out. Baxton and I. Pitch wide. That's number 5. Cuts back. That's Ryan Miller, the team's leading all-purpose yards and rusher, to be close to a first down. Sets up 3rd and about 3, coach, at the 46-yard line. Good opening drive here for the Comets.
It's imperative for them to play ball control, keep the Millionaires' quickness off the field offensively.
3rd down and 2 balls at the 48-yard line of the Millionaires.
Well, listen, Paul, Crestwood's played 2 6A schools already this year, so they're no stranger to playing up in talent against larger schools.
Paxton and I again, Petrusky under center. Pass over the middle. That's Dominski, the tight end we talked about in the pregame, and that's another first down for the Comets.
That time Crestwood ran a what used to be called a veer pass, what's now an RPO, and hit Dominski right in the seam for another 3rd down conversion. Something to take a look at tonight. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd downs, and the drive continues.
And he used all of that 6'6" frame one. Now that pass was a little high. Hard to overthrow a guy that's 6'6", though.
Well, he's 2 of us.
Vertically. Petrusky under center. Baxton and I, same formation. Went to pitch wide, handoff to the up back, straight up the middle.
Quick trap that time by the Comets.
Tackled by Jefferson on the play.
That was Arnold Logan, a 6'1", 215-pound fullback. Got a pretty decent gain on first down, bringing up a 2nd down and about 7 or a long 6 for Crestwood as they continue their drive. And Coach Arcangeli could not ask for a better opening drive script than what he's got so far, Paul.
2nd down and 7, ball at the 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Baxton and I, here's a pitch wide. That's Miller running wide, cutting back across the 30, in traffic, stretching for the first down. Coach, you got the eagle eye. Does he have it?
No, he's going to be a little bit short.
I've been wrong on every one this season.
That time, you take a look at it on the play that Crestwood spread their receiver within a 2 feet, 3 feet of the boundary to force Williamsport's corner out and gave a natural seam for the running back to take it on a toss play. So 3rd and about a foot.
Quarterback
a little bit more than that. Well, 2 down territory if you're Crestwood right now.
Drosky will sneak it himself. That's going to be close, pending on the spot.
I'm going to say he's got it, Paul.
You've been perfect all year, and it is a first down for the Comets. 6:20 to go. Half the quarter is over.
Ball control. Can't ask for anything more if you're Crestwood to open on the road.
And a great opening drive here to start things over at STA Stadium. Millionaires coming into the game at 3-1. Crestwood 2-2 on the first drive. Very impressive for the Comets. We're going to have a tight formation here. We've seen Berwick run this a couple times a couple weeks ago. Power to the right side. Handoff up the middle. Big hole for number 42, Jimmy Hawley. carrying tacklers with him close to another Comet first down.
I think he's going to be about 1.5 yards short. The difference in that formation that time, Paul, from what Berwick did is they actually brought an extra lineman over also. So they were not only with those 2 power backs behind the offensive line, but actually unbalanced towards us here. And a great gain on first down. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter, and Williamsport hasn't touched the ball yet.
Rapid moving first quarter, 2nd and 2, ball down at the 20-yard line. Comets first series of the game right into the red zone. Now we flipped it to the other side. Here's a pitch running wide. Hawley cuts back, and the Millionaires are there.
Great tackle by Drake Mankey that time.
Yeah, we saw Drake Mankey this week. Did an interview with our Jim Webb over Touchdowns and Tailgates. Great interview with the senior. Very good baseball player, too, from what I heard.
A lot of athletes on the field here on both sides of the ball. Interesting call for Crestwood, because if you're thinking of 2-down territory, you may want to run the ball here.
3rd and 4, ball at the 22-yard line. They lost 2 yards on that play. Drusky rolling past the Naminsky, and the Millionaires are right there. Ball out, but they are waving it incomplete.
So now you've got a situation, if you're Crestwood, do you want to kick the field goal?
Well, Crestwood has not attempted a field goal all year.
Nope, they're 7 for 8 on their point after attempts. No field goals.
So this looks to be 4-down territory. And I'll tell you what, that can be a key to the game, because Williamsport, Jonathan Kramer, very good kicker. We've seen him hit a 43-yarder, so he's got some distance in a close game. It's definitely beneficial to have a good kicker, someone proven as Jonathan Kramer on your team. That could be a weapon.
Any level, high school, college, pro, special teams always make an impact. Now Williamsport's pulling out a lineman, putting in an extra coverage person here for 4th down, and the Comets are going to talk about it.
And flags fly.
Right before they get called for a delay. So I think they gave Crestwood the timeout before they got the delay of game. So here's what I was talking about the play before, Paul. If you have that 3rd down and 4, correct? If you know you're going to go for it in a 2-down territory there, you got to really think about running the ball twice, especially with the success they've had so far in this opening drive. So interesting, because you almost have to throw for it now. I mean, Williamsport was subbing package that time, ran a defensive lineman off the field late to get another cover person in.
Well, yeah, they've been dominating the ball up front here. Like I said, I'm surprised they did not run the ball on 3rd down also, knowing that, like you said, it was 4-down territory.
We figure you have 2 plays, correct? You've had success on the ground so far in this opening drive. You know you don't have a reliable field goal kicker, at least in terms of experience. So, just some things there just kind of surprised me. So now Crestwood's in a spread I formation here on 4th down, Paul.
All right, 4th and 4, ball at the 22. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Backs in an I. Pedrusky under center. Back to pass, looking, quick hitter, tipped and almost intercepted, but it'll be a turnover on downs for the Millionaires. Good defense by Keith Freeman. We talked about him in the open on the offensive side of the ball. He was right on there, Johnny, on the spot on the defense there with a big hit.
Too much quickness, Paul. They tried to go into that seam again this time, and the Millionaires had it defended very well, and they will take the field for the first time tonight with 4:29 left in the first quarter. We'll see what they can muster up.
All right, Millionaires will take over. Ball at their 22-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Millionaires. 3 receivers. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Nasir Jones flanked out to the top of your screen. Grease will operate from the gun. He was so dangerous last week in that gun with his legs. Pass. That's almost a lateral there. That's to E.J. Jefferson as he turns upfield across the 32-yard line.
And E.J. Jefferson's been coming on very strong as of late, and that time Crestwood rolled up, but Williamsport still brought the bubble screen away from pressure on the opposite side of trips. Nice way to open up the ball game. 2nd down and about 2 to go.
2nd down and 2. Trips now to the top of your screen. Lone setback is Freeman. Grease, handoff Freeman, straight up the middle. 1st down and more, close to the 39-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Millionaires. Coach, what do you see there?
Counter action play that time, and Williamsport did a fine job blocking it up front, and they're going to go a little bit of up-tempo here, which is not a bad idea.
Grease now again will spread the field. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. That's Brock Moyer. He's been quiet since that first game. Grease operating from the gun. In motion is E.J. Jefferson. Grease rolling to his right. Throws off balance. Complete. Pass to Mazzanti. And that's another Millionaire first down. Dallas Grease. Picture perfect. Put it right on the money. Brandon Mazzanti. First down Millionaires.
Well executed play that time off of play action. He actually had two people open. He had Nasir crossing all the way across from the opposite side of the formation. Choice of two receivers, picked the deepest one, and there's Mr. Maz on the catch. And
First
now
down.
Williamsport's going to move the chains.
Grease again now from the gun. 1st and 10, ball at their own 47. Two backs in the backfield. Grease running that option. There's a face mask there, no call. Back, no gain on the play. Grease made a little bit out of nothing there. Could have been a 4 or 5 yard loss.
Speed option that time by the Millionaires, and Crestwood defended it well. I don't believe that was a face mask. He just came across the top of the helmet.
You're the one with the eagle eyes, Coach. All right, that will set up 2nd and 10. Ball at the 47. Trips to the top of your screen. Moyer to the bottom. Lone setback is Freeman. Grease barks the signals from the gun. Throw, quick out. There's Moyer. We talked about him earlier. We need him. He's the speed man for this Millionaires team. That first game against Central Mountain, he caught 2 bombs for 84 yards. He has not caught a pass, if these stats are correct, in the next 3 games.
He's been a little silent for the Millionaires, but that was an easy pitch and catch. A nice way to pick up 5 yards. Big down here for the Millionaires.
3rd and 6, ball at the 49 of the Comets. Once again, the Millionaires spreading out the field. Jefferson in the slot. Grease rolling that way, being pressured and tripped up. Great play by number 44, Arnold Logan. That was the fullback playing a little defensive linebacker, 6'1", 215-pound junior. He blew that play up from the beginning, Coach.
And if he didn't make it, Dallas had the entire corner. So one of the things you have to be very cognizant about when you're playing against dual-threat quarterbacks like this is to keep them in the pocket. That time a shoestring tackle, he just couldn't break out of it. And a big sack for the Comets, and they're going to get the ball back here with under 2:20 left.
Grease is back to punt for the Millionaires. Here's a snap, kick, high kick. Fair caught at the 30-yard line. That's where the Comets will take over. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back here on Web Weekly Live.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
We are back here, handoff to Miller. Miller making people miss. And 8 yards on first down. We'll take that every time, Coach, right?
As an offensive coordinator, you're very happy with an 8-yard gain on first down. Your whole playbook, your whole palette's in front of you now.
2nd and 2, ball at the 38-yard line. We are inside 1 minute and 40 seconds to go in the opening quarter. No score here from STA Stadium in Williamsport. Millionaires and Comets, Friday Night Lights here on Web Weekly Live. Ball, Rich Salonis calling it for you. 2 games every single Friday night, thanks to Jim Webb and Web Weekly. The other game tonight is the Battle of the Bridge. Loyal Sock and Montoursville. Gary Crispin, Babe Mayer have that one. Petruski calls his own number. Close to the first down. Lake bent very awkwardly on that play.
Very close. I'm going to say a little bit short again, though. Nope, first down, they're going to say. First down I'm going with.
First down.
And I was just about to say, I know this is going to seem funny, when we were going to see Ryan Petrosky carry the ball, as we talked about in the pregame, a dual threat, and that time he did take off on a design quarterback draw and got just enough for the Comets' first down, which they have had a huge advantage in time of possession so far with under a minute left in the first quarter.
Petrosky under center. Handoff Miller. 2 yards.
Nice job that time by the Williamsport defensive line. And so far, Paul, this is shaping up to be something similar to last year's game, which was 15-14 score at the half, low scoring, which ended up 49-26 by the time the game was over, a game won by the Millionaires.
Petrosky under center, backs in an eye, 2 receivers. Petrosky, play action, running now, throws, complete. Nice pass, nice catch. Up at the 48-yard line. That's by number 2, Garrett Swank.
Counter-action pass that time by Crestwood. Very similar to the first down they picked up on third down, which we didn't get a chance to see. But a comeback pattern back there, and ball was right on the money. Pretty impressive so far with Crestwood's offense.
Well, Crestwood got off to a great start last week. They scored first, but then Pottsville came back, and Pottsville won that game 42-12. We played one here at STA Stadium. No score. We'll be right back with the second quarter.
Everybody's talking about the new Dolly's Diner, Dolly's West, 701 Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. Monday through Saturday, 6 to 8. Sunday, 6 to 3. The amazing breakfast all day, every day. The amazing sticky rolls every day. Great features and specials every day. And don't forget, go there for your birthday. They'll sing to you at Dolly's.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
All right, we're back here for quarter number 2 update from just across town. Montoursville leads Loyal Sox 7-0 in our other game here at WEBB Weekly Live. Right here, no score. Paul Bowe, Rich Salonis started the second quarter. 1st and 10 Comets, ball at the 48-yard line of the Millionaires. Tight formation.
Yeah, Crestwood was unbalanced up top again and brought the 2 power backs opposite of the unbalanced and ran away from them. Was able to get a 4 or 5 yard gain on first down. And so far, Williamsport hasn't had a consistent answer for that offensive set, as Crestwood's doing a couple of really interesting things out of it. They may have taken a look at the Berwick film and put a little bit of a spin on
Jimmy Hawley came
their offense.
Jimmy Hawley came into the year with only 9 carries for the year. He's been the bell cow so far for the Comets in the opening half. And here's that stack formation again, Coach.
Unbalanced all the way to the right.
Hawley.
Nice job that time by Williamsport.
That's Jefferson again.
Very quick. He diagnosed the play that time and beat the block.
That was 32. I apologize. That was Ian Welsham, linebacker and fullback for this Millionaire team.
It'll be interesting to see if the Millionaires sub-package again here on a 3rd down and long. Doesn't look like anybody's coming into the game.
3rd and 6 for the Comets, ball down at the 44 of the Millionaires.
And here's in the pass, Paul, so far this season where Williamsport's defensive ends, especially Nasir, have wreaked havoc with their quickness on quarterbacks.
Crestwood has Naminsky on the same side as Nasir. Oh, nice pass, high, good catch again. Great catch, and he got his foot down.
He hung on to it. Great pressure that time by Williamsport, and I'll tell you what, so far,
Brendan DeMarzo.
Ryan Petrosky's been on the money for Crestwood.
Picture perfect pass right there. First down, 10:33 to go in the half. Ball at the 33-yard line of the Millionaires. Comets moving once again.
Very, very calm in the pocket. He had pressure right in his face and unloaded that pass, the only place that Crestwood could catch it, and the Comets are driving again.
DeMarzo to the bottom of your screen. Back to pass is Petrosky. Wants a guy, has a step. Man downfield, and a lot of contact. Good no call, though, on that one.
Well, they ran a stop-and-go pattern that time, and Williamsport bid on it initially. The Crestwood coaching staff is very irate on the sideline. They wanted an interference play. The official didn't quite see it that way, but we do have a flag, which is going to be going against the Comets for a hold in the backfield.
Well, second flag of the day.
That was set up. But again, you're talking about the quickness of Williamsport's athletes on the corners. They were beaten initially, and then were able to make up the ground.
I didn't see the call. Holding?
It is a hold. Was
Holding
a hold.
call.
Yep.
Pushes the ball back to the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 24.
Listen, if you're going to throw the ball at all against this team, you better have your pass protection schemes down and be able to account for the speed and quickness.
2 receivers bottom of your screen. That's Swank and DeMarzo. Petrusky rolling the other way, has room if he wants to keep it, decides to throw incomplete at the feet of number 11, Brendan DeMarzo. Petrusky had some room there if he wanted to turn that up.
Correct. And Crestwood tackled did a nice job that time neutralizing Williamsport's rush, and he had a choice. As a matter of fact, I thought he was going to take off with that. I think if it would have been less than 24 yards there, he may have done so. But he did have the corner.
Well, last week the problem wasn't Ryan Petrusky. He threw 2 touchdowns. Turnovers killed the Comets last week. Here we go here. 2nd down and 24, and here comes that blitz. Screen pass set up.
Great
to
call.
Hawley. Hawley at the 45. Hawley inside the 40, still going down to them at the 38-yard line. Williamsport brought everyone, Coach.
Nice call that time by Crestwood. They executed it very well. Hawley did a nice job coming down the sidelines. But now, it really doesn't hurt Williamsport all that much, as Crestwood's still in the 3rd and 15 situation, which is obviously a pass down. And now here comes the sub package in, as we thought. Williamsport putting number 23 into the game for coverage at Legier Whaley and bringing out a tackle. So one of the things Williamsport can do here is maybe jet their defensive ends, especially to the wide side, Paul, so that they don't lose their outside leverage, as Crestwood's been rolling the quarterback on play action a lot.
2 receivers to each side. Petrusky under pressure, keeps it himself, stretches inside 35, breaks the tackle, 30, 25, close to the 1st down, up at the 24-yard line. It's going to be real close, Coach.
I think he's got it. It's going to be a 1st down for the Comets, and that drives you crazy as a coach. If you're Williamsport, you have them penned up. Your defensive end that time to the top did a great job, forced them inside the pocket, if you will. He takes off, breaks a couple tackles, and Crestwood's in business with 9:20 left as they continue to hold a huge advantage so far, Mr. Bowe, in the 1st half with time of possession.
They are absolutely dominating the line of scrimmage and the time of possession here. 1st down, Comets, ball down at the 23-yard line, 9 minutes to go before the half. Petrusky under center. Handoff, Miller up the middle.
I'm out.
That'll be 2nd and 9 down at the 23-yard line.
And Crestwood's making a living on a trap game, and it's been feast or famine. That time they ran another trap play for only a gain of a yard. But, Paul, the story of this game has been 3rd down so far, and Crestwood's continuation of converting.
2nd and 9 to the 22, nothing fancy, straight ahead to the up back again, the fullback.
Another inside dive for the Comets. Here's what we talked about earlier, right? You've got a 3rd down and about 5 or 6 for Crestwood. 2 down territory.
Third and 5. 3rd and 5, ball at the 19-yard line. Inside 8 minutes to go. Handoff up the middle again. Another quick dive, quick hitter. That'll be 4th down now.
And that's 2 or 3 of those quick inside traps to the fullback, and they've been doing exactly what Crestwood wants them to do, gain a couple of yards and keep Williamsport honest. 4th down, I think the Comets got to go for it here again. A manageable 3, long 3, short 4 yards. Crestwood hasn't gotten a play in yet with 13 seconds left. They've already burned 1 timeout.
4th and 3, ball at the 17. 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Petrusky under center, rolling to his right, cuts back, under pressure, and down he goes.
Nasir Jones, great job that time, fighting off a block. And I'll tell you what, we talked about this young man's continuous motor. Big play for the Millionaires as they turn Crestwood away for the 2nd time this evening.
Absolutely, and they were turned it over on downs again.
It's hard to believe, Paul, but we're looking at 7 minutes and 11 seconds until halftime, and Williamsport's not run very many offensive plays.
Second possession in the game right here. Millionaires are going to spread it out. They got trips to the bottom of your screen to Sear Jones, Sims, and Mazzanti. Flanked out. Grease from the pistol. Moyer to the top of your screen. Lone setback is Freeman, and there's a bad pitch right there. Freeman got a great bounce to get it back. That could have been disastrous there.
Well, Williamsport put trips into the wide side of the field and tried to run a speed option to the short side, and an errant pitch that time didn't do them any favors, and now they're looking at a 2nd down and 13. They just seem a little bit out of sync offensively so far tonight, Paul.
Well, they haven't had the ball at all the first half at all. It's 1st down now. Ball at the 1st and 13. Ball at the 18-yard line. Grease once again from the gun. Low snap. Grease rolling. Throws. Pass complete. That's Sims. Sims cuts back at the 30. Sidesteps up to the 35 and knocked out of bounds. Great running by Cam Sims. He's 5'8", 160-pound sophomore. He made a lot of people miss on that play. That was all Sims.
Absolutely. When you've got that kind of talent and ability, get some people out in the open and let their athletic ability take over, and there's no coaching that.
Williamsport now going with a little bit of up-tempo, 6:28 to go in the half. Grease operating from the gun. Quick pass over the middle. Mazzanti wasn't ready for that one. Kind of threw it a little too quick. He had Mazzanti open. Kind of rushed that one a little bit.
He did, and he had to rush it for a reason because Ryan Harding was in his face. The 6'1", 200-pound defensive end for Crestwood was in there immediately.
6 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the opening half. No score from STA Stadium here in Williamsport. 3 receivers now to the top, kind of a bunch formation there.
A tight bunch to the wide side. Looks like Williamsport's maybe changing the play,
Coach,
and they're going to have to call a timeout.
Out of that tight bunch formation there, Coach, are you looking for someone maybe to set a pick?
You can set it. Well, what you're looking for is to see how the defense is going to adjust to it. If they don't slide over and treat it as an unbalanced or heavy set, then you're going to run your toss play out there or your regular stretch play. From that tight bunch, if they do overshift, you've got your plays to the backside or the weak side. So with a tight bunch like that, you're not really looking to throw what you'd call a bubble screen, but when they're bunched wider out from the tackle, that's when you'd want to throw that.
Coach, I know you'd look good in a pair of slides. Tonight's the last day to order your slides. WilliamsportFootball.itemorder.com. Visit the website, purchase a pair of slides, represent your team with pride. It ends tonight. What are you going with, camo?
Probably.
I was going with more of a Bermuda look, but it's a great way to support the Millionaire team. Great logo on them, great pair of slides. Coach Cruz said he got a pair of camos. If it's good enough for the coach, it's good enough for us.
You know it.
2nd and 10, ball at the 36, same formation. Grease under center. Inside handoff, that is Sims again.
Now that time they put that same tight bunch again, a little reverse pivot action by the quarterback, and they ran an inside counter back away from the bunch and ran it very well. They're going to be very close.
That is different than a counter give.
Nope, it's going to be a 1st down. I looked through everything last week, and I was so impressed that you picked out the counter give play. I didn't know how to react.
1st and 10, ball at the 46-yard line. Grease from the pistol. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Near Sear Jones to the bottom. Lone setback is Freeman. Handoff Freeman. Nope. Grease keeps it around the end, 50, 45, and he is dangerous in space. Those legs are as valuable as the hair was to Samson. Coach Cruz is just hoping that there is no Delilah on the other side of the ball, if you know how that turned out, Coach.
I don't have anything to say. You're killing me.
1st and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. 1st down, Millionaires. Grease pass to Sear Jones up high and just off his fingertips there on a quick post pattern there by Nasir Jones.
Yeah, they looked for a quick slant there. When you have someone of Nasir's size, it's easy to complete that pass, and just went right off of his hands. Williamsport's got a 2nd and 10 here with easily their best offensive possession of the evening.
2nd and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. 2 receivers to the top of your screen, Mazzanti to the bottom. Freeman, a lone setback, handoff up the middle again. Keith Freeman, I like the way this kid runs.
And no nonsense there, straight off tackle.
But you said it in the open here. He can run north and south. He also can do a little east and west. He's got it all, this kid.
Well, Williamsport's not shy of having talent.
And he played a lot last year as a freshman. We talked about that in the opening game due to injuries. Freeman got his feet wet. Grease took over quarterbacking, and it's showing this year. And a year that we thought Williamsport would be down. What a great start off the 3-1 start. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom.
It's either going to be quarters coverage or straight man, as no one's in the middle of the field for Crestwood.
Grease takes it off around the end. 35-30 and out of bounds. Holding on to play, it looks like.
It should have been. Williamsport got away with one.
No flag. Well,
they're kind of due, I guess, right after last week.
After last week's malfeasance performance by the officials there, Hazelton had 1 penalty. I think Williamsport had 11.
You got to love Coach Cruz, man.
I love Coach Cruz.
Thousands of people in the Susquehanna Valley Googling the word to find out what it meant.
Hey, if they're benefiting, they're going to raise money for the team. I'm all about a malfeasance T-shirt. I'll buy one. Fumble on the play.
And that's going to be recovered by Crestwood, I believe. At least they initially had it, and it bounced around a little bit. Total confusion by Williamsport.
Ryan Harding is first in there for the Comets. It looked like he had the ball there, and they're trying to unpile.
Oh, somehow Williamsport came up with it. It must have took a double bounce on the ground because it sure as heck looked like Crestwood came up with it.
Yeah.
That time, quarterback went one way, back went the other way, and then the ball ended up going the way of the back who went the wrong way.
That was a huge play on this drive here. 4:55 to go before the half. 2nd and 15, ball at the 28. Remember, Jonathan Kramer, we talked about the kicker. Crestwood turned it over on downs twice. They haven't even attempted a field goal this year. Williamsport has a kicker that we know has some leg.
Well, I'm sure the Williamsport staff is cognizant of the situation here with 4:35 left. And when you have a weapon like that, it makes your play calling a little bit easier.
Sims in motion. Grease straight back to pass. Screen pass set up for Freeman. And
nice job that time.
Got a big paw on it.
Tyler Cesario that time saved possibly
that was a
Williamsport touchdown.
Yeah, he was walking into the end zone on that.
Great call by Williamsport that time, and Cesario doesn't touch that, and it's 6-0 Millionaires.
So perhaps come back to that later in the game. 3rd and long here for the Millionaires.
Yeah,
Williamsport struggled this year in 3rd and longs. I know last week their 2 touchdowns came on 3rd and longs, but for the most part, they've struggled on 3rd and more than 10, and naturally as they would. Freeman is the lone setback. Grease will operate from the gun.
I'm surprised Crestwood doesn't have anybody in the middle of the field here.
Looks like someone moved early, but Grease back to pass, throws over the middle. Mazzanti open at the 20-yard line. He zigged when he should have zagged. Took his eye off the prize for a second.
And where was he open, Paul? Middle of the field.
Right in the middle of the field.
And there's another one where he catches that. He's somewhere near Jersey Shore right now.
Were they in the zone right there?
They were. It looked like quarters coverage, but they're still not. They still have nobody in the middle of the field, and that's kind of.
Even a simple offensive mind like myself knows if you're in the zone, that middle of the field is wide open a lot of time. That's where you see a lot of the tight ends, even in the NFL, sit down and get their catches over that middle, or when the quarterbacks check down to the backside of the backfield, that middle is usually wide open. 4th and 15, Grease under pressure, doing his best, Fran Tarkington, but nowhere to hold there.
And Brandon Namiski with a big sack. Crestwood's leading tackler comes up again, the Yukon-bound senior.
Well, he was scrambling for his life. Dallas Grease never had a prayer on that one. And that was a big loss and turnover on downs.
Turns the Millionaires away because it does a whole bunch of things. First and foremost, besides turning the ball over, it flips the field.
Right.
You're Crestwood now. You've got a couple timeouts left. You got the ball on Williamsport's side of the field, and you've controlled the ball for pretty much the first half. Here's that unbalanced set again.
It's definitely a run out of here, Coach, right?
Maybe not.
Well, Miller up the middle. I'll tell you what, Williamsport is really selling out on the run on that play. I think if they get Naminsky and let him just block and release, he'll be wide open. That'll be a touchdown.
Well, that's why I said maybe not, because personally I thought that would have been a good time to go play action out of it on first down. Crestwood hasn't thrown the ball much on first down, if at all. Again, not so much that they've had to, but because they haven't so far, it might have been a good time to catch the Millionaires committing, like you said, 7-8 people. that formation. So right now
They
you've
just
got.
flipped it here.
Yep.
2nd and 8 from the 46. Petrusky under center. Handoff again. That is Miller, the ball carrier.
Well, what they're doing, Paul, is they're actually running 2 variations of that formation. When they go true unbalanced, they're taking an offensive guard, putting him to the side of those 2 extra power backs in the backfield, or they're going unbalanced with the guard and taking the 2 backs and putting them opposite to the short side of the offensive line, which is what they did that time.
Well, for the most part, they've been having success on those plays.
Yeah, see now there goes 66 up top again as an extra tackle. They're up unbalanced up top, but the 2 backs are towards us on the weak side of the formation.
3rd and 4 and a handoff to Miller again. Cuts it back, 1st down, Comets.
Very patient that time. Sorry, Paul, to interrupt you. Very patient that time on a counter trap play where they brought 2 linemen around, and he sort of took his time, found the hole, and that's another 1st down for Crestwood.
They're putting up, let's see if it is, I don't know, they didn't say to move the sticks yet.
They'll move them.
It's 4th down. No, 1st down. Okay, you're right. I was going to say, I didn't think I missed that call on that one.
What happened is the officials kept asking them to move it, and Chain Gang didn't want to.
1st and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. 2:35 before the half.
Another steady 3.5, 4-yard gain for the Comets on 1st down. Again, their run percentage on 1st down has to be in the high 90s.
2 minutes and 20 seconds to our rematch Home at the Half show coming up here on WebWeeklyLive.com. Jim Webb will be sitting in for the halftime show. 2 minutes and 5 seconds, clock running. 2nd and 8, ball at the 36-yard line. Crestwood once again in millionaire territory.
Unbalanced again.
Petrusky under center. There's the play action right there. Looking for Nominski. Nominski has a step. Great defense by number 9.
That time Troy Eisworth was right there. And, it appeared Nominski was open, but he really wasn't.
He was right with him step
He was right with him step for step, but there was your call. A couple plays earlier, that's what you asked for.
Yeah, you got to try it. And Williamsport was up for the challenge there. 1:47 to go. Williamsport with 2 timeouts.
But not to belabor the point, Paul, from a coaching part, but you're looking at a 2nd and 8, which is a passing down. Do that on 1st down, you may be getting a different look from Williamsport.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 8, ball at the 36-yard line. 1:46 to go before the half. No score here at STA Stadium. Millionaires and the Comets. Here comes the blitz from the outside. Pass complete. Close to the 1st down. Looks like he's a little short.
He is going to be just a little bit short, but I'll tell you what, Ryan Petrosky has stood in the face of pressure tonight and continued to deliver for the Comets as we're bringing up about a 4th and a yard here. As they continue to throw those timing patterns, and he's been right on tonight so far, playing a very sound game, directing the Comets offense.
Ryan Harding, the fullback, with that catch. 4th and 1 at the 29. 1:40 to go before intermission. Everyone in the box. Handoff to Hawley, 1st down and more.
Nice job that time of Crestwood's offensive line collapsing the Millionaire defense, and a good read by Hawley to take it upside and then bounce it outside for a 1st down for the Comets. Now you need to be thinking about the clock a little bit if you're Crestwood.
And it looks like Crestwood will be able to control the ball for the rest of the half here. We got a timeout in the field. We'll be right back with a word from Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships.
Hi, I'm Blaze Alexander here with Lyle, and rumor has it Lyle's a talking dog. What do you know about the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership? Yeah. Lyle is saying that Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed on any new vehicle in stock, or we'll give you $1,000. Lyle says we'll give you the highest trade-in value, and we'll buy your car from you even if you're not buying your new car from us. He's right. Visit any Blaze Alexander Family Dealership and get the low price guarantee.
At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, the largest volume Chevy dealer in PA, we have the largest selection of new Chevys in stock. Car, truck, or SUV, we have what you want at the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. With more new Chevrolets in stock than ever before, why waste your time going anywhere else? Visit us at BlazeAlexanderChevy.com and see for yourself.
All right, we are back here. 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. Petrusky, handoff. Hawley nowhere.
A gain of about 2, a little bit of extracurricular activity, and it's either going to be
An
an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Comets or Williamsport, but I know Mr. Naminsky was involved in the extracurricular activities, Paul, on the far sideline.
I believe this is going to be on the Millionaires.
Well, Naminsky got up clapping, so
Malik
we'll
Jones
see.
is saying
And it is. It is on the Millionaires.
A dead ball personal foul.
And it was away from the play on the sideline to the side of the play.
Coach Cruz not happy at all.
1:17 left and a half dominated. Time of possession, and if we have to be honest, by Crestwood so far.
Williamsport has only had the ball twice. The first half, this is the third possession for the Comets. Millionaires will receive the second half kickoff, but they have to stand tall here as it's 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line with 1:11 to go.
And Crestwood's run 2 formations basically the whole half. Williamsport hasn't really had a consistent answer for it.
Petruski on the bootleg. Tries to cut it back inside, but the Millionaires are there. Led by number 59. Ethan Williamson, big offensive and defensive lineman, 6'2", 275-pounder.
Well, I thought Petrosky had the corner that time, but the threat of Williamsport's athletic ability out there made him think otherwise, and he cut it back in and actually lost a little bit.
2nd and 11, clock under 30 seconds to go before half. Petrosky under center. Back to pass, looking to the end zone for Naminsky.
Double covered that time.
Double covered by Mankey and Malik Jones. Great defense by the Millionaires there. 22 and a half seconds to go before half.
At 2nd and 11, you pretty much ignore play action on those long downs. I'm sure the Millionaire defensive backs are coached that. Turn the defensive ends loose once again. Pretty decent pressure by the Cherry and White. And a big 3rd down and 11 call. And now you really have to be thinking about the clock as there's 22 seconds left. An inexperienced kicker who hasn't tried a field goal yet.
They're going to spread the field out. Petruski under center. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Naminsky to the top. Going for a fade pattern in the corner. Naminsky, a lot of contact.
Now well played, Paul, that time by Malik Jones, who was rolled up in a cover 2 look and jammed him very well. Naminsky had no shot. Excellent coverage that time.
And great defense by, as you said, Malik Jones. He pushed him to the border, and he knew he couldn't go anywhere. Malinsky ran out of real estate there. That'll be 4th down.
Well, one of the things you teach is when you spread the field that far, you actually use the sideline as another defender, which he did an outstanding job of that time.
Alex Romanowski on.
First try of the year.
For the 31-yard field goal. Here's a snap spot. Kick is up. Kick is
it's good.
Good.
Maybe he should kick more.
Down the middle, and our first points of the game with 11 seconds to go. The Comets lead 3-0. We'll be right back.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
All right, welcome back. Ethan Schuick, number 7, will be kicking off. Back deep is Keith Freeman. 11 seconds to go before the half. Ball fielded by the younger Johnson. Stefan over at the 35 and up to the 40 with about 6 seconds to go. 2 timeouts left. Need some long passes here, or Coach might just run it out for the half.
I'd run it out. get into halftime, make some adjustments with that offensive set that's been giving you some fits, and hopefully get some offense going here if you're Williamsport.
Like I said,
we'll get the ball to start the third quarter.
They will get the ball, and they're going to fall on the ball here at the half as E.J. Jefferson is back.
So even lower scoring game this year than it was last year. Is this going to be 3-0 Crestwood at the half?
And Grease will take a knee. And that's the end of the first half here at STA Stadium in Williamsport. 3-0 Comets lead. The Remax Homes at the half is up next.
Hi, I'm Cammie Rooney, broker owner of Remax West Branch, and I'm here today to talk about a new program called Heroes Home Advantage that's exclusive to Lycoming County. And I'm also here with Mike Lee from Susquehanna Community Bank. And this program is great because it helps heroes on the front line for us every day. And what we do is we give back 20% of the commission on the realtor side to the hero. And Mike, what do you have at the bank as far as the program?
Well, first off, we're glad to partner with Remax, and Cammie, thank you very much for the partnership. And at closing, we'll give up to $700 back to that hero in our community. And that also, just keep in mind who these heroes are. These are folks who make our community better and safer.
Absolutely. And to qualify to be a hero, it includes the military, whether it's active, retired, or a veteran, law enforcement, first responders, healthcare professionals, and who else, Mike? Anybody I'm missing?
There's another great category too, Cammie, and that's our teachers that are out there.
Awesome.
So we include them in the program as well. So it's a very broad group, and we're just really excited to give back to the community. Our name, Susquehanna Community Bank, has that, obviously, the community name in there. It's a great way to partner with you and give back to the community.
That's great. And Remax West Branch felt that we could really give back to the community because we live and work in this community every day, and these people are on the front line for us, so this is our way of giving back to them.
And the timing's really good for us, by the way. Susquehanna Community Bank, our 7th branch is opening here soon on the Golden Strip. So we're an independent local bank. We formerly known as West Mountain State Bank. We rebranded last year to Susquehanna Community Bank. And we love our independence, and that's the plan for us to have the 7th branch open with ribbon cutting in October.
That's great. So you can call Susquehanna Community Bank or Remax West Branch at 570-321-1010 and check out these great listings. Here's some of these active listings that we currently have at Remax West Branch. And whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, or somebody that's downsizing, call us for all of your real estate needs today. We would be glad to help you.
At STA Stadium, and I'm where the opposing team's ball carrier doesn't want to be. I'm surrounded by the millionaire linebackers. You guys have been great this season. The defense has been tremendous. 24 points through the first 4 games. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourself. You know what we're doing here, and we'll go right down the line.
Hi, I'm Legere Whaley. I play middle linebacker on defense, and I'm number 23.
E.J. Jefferson, class of 2020 linebacker, number 33.
Senior, good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Drake Menke, number 8 linebacker / running back, and that's about it.
And I know Drake and your family, don't I, from the baseball field?
Yeah.
You've grown a lot since I've seen you last.
Thanks.
Snavon Jefferson, I'm a sophomore, number 20.
And you're one of these up-and-coming young bucks, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
You've been hitting anything that moves from what I've been told.
Yes, sir.
Young Mr. Mankey, you played for Coach Cruz for 4 years, and the program's grown leaps and bounds. Tell me about playing for Coach Cruz and the journey you've been on.
Well, it's been a fun time ever since I've been playing for him. I grew a lot of experience. He taught me a lot, and I'm just like, this is a fun team to be on.
And in the first game, you ran out the clock for him. You look good carrying the football, and you look good hitting things too.
Yeah.
What do you like better?
I like hitting things better, definitely.
Just like Hunter, right?
Yeah.
And you look good doing it. How about you? You're a senior, first year with Coach Cruz. Tell us about the Millionaire Program and how it's been so far for you.
I mean, I've been to many programs. I like this one the best, obviously. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to leave a mark for my little brother, Steven Jefferson, and the team. That's all.
And you fly around, he flies around. We put you guys in the pit. Who wins? We put you guys Oklahoma. Who wins? Do I want to know?
I mean, me because I'm older, but I like him. I like him.
I know that. I had to leave you get a little one up on your younger brother. You know?
Yeah, I like him. I like him.
We'll come from brother to brother. Playing with your older brother, being young in the program, you've had a good effect already, tremendous effect. Tell us about playing with your older brother, what it's like to be out in the field.
The best experience I had in my football career. I've been playing since I was 5 years old. The only time we get to be on the turf with each other at the same time.
And especially on defense, because you get to attack things together. They're a lot better in offense, where unless if the ball's coming to you, you're not involved.
Right.
And Coach Cruz seems to get you ready. You're a young guy. You seem to be doing a good job understanding it. Has it been a learning curve since, let's say, middle school or JV, or is this pretty much what you expected?
It's pretty much what I expected so far.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
We'll come over to our other young backer over here. How about you? Playing for the Millionaires, running out in the field. What's it mean to you?
It definitely means a lot to me. It's definitely a big experience because, like, in middle school it was very different, easy, but I got to high school and it was very different, very harder than I expected it to be.
There's a speed difference between middle school to high school, and I wrote an article this week about the PIAA. There should be 2 football scrimmages. It's most important for the younger players like you to get the extra time in because it's a big switch, isn't it?
Yes, it's a gigantic switch, actually.
And there's no gimmies. No matter who you're playing, somebody's looking to get you, aren't they?
Yes.
Who's your shout out to?
I just want to shout out the whole team. I want to shout out my dad, but mostly everybody on the team, the supporters. Keep watching us. We're going to win this week.
Excellent, excellent. We'll come back over to the younger brother. Got that right now, so.
I want to shout out the team. I also want to shout out my dad.
That's a good one, and family's always important. And up here, one thing I love about Coach Cruz, you guys are one big family, the team. I mean, it's special up here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's real special up here.
One other question about Big Brother. Who gets first choice at the dinner table? Do you give it to him, or do you scrap and fight for whatever? You get it, all right. Lastly, but not leastly, tell us about it. Somebody give a shout out to.
Like everyone else said, I would like to give a shout out to the whole team because I consider them as family and as a team, and even outside as my real family, I consider them too. I'll give a shout out to them.
Fantastic. We'll have the ball game this Friday night. Crestwood comes to STA Stadium. Be a good matchup. My money's on you guys. I'm not allowed to gamble though. I'm betting on you, Millionaires. So we'll.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
FastMaz.com.
FastMaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, the largest volume Chevy dealer in PA, we have the largest selection of new Chevys in stock. Car, truck, or SUV, we have what you want at the lowest price guaranteed, or we'll pay you $1,000. With more new Chevrolets in stock than ever before, why waste your time going anywhere else? Visit us at BlazeAlexanderChevy.com and see for yourself. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie, where you'll find the lowest price guaranteed, or we'll pay you $1,000. find new roads.
Hi, it's Jim Webb, and I'm on 4 Mile Drive at Remax West Branch, and I'm with Cammie Rooney. Great to see you, Cammie Rooney.
You too, Jim. How are you doing?
Wonderful. You take over from Deb Williams about 3-4 years ago. You're the broker owner, and one thing that I love is that you give back to the community. Everything you're involved in seems to be community driven, and Deb was the same way. But give me an overview of what's going on here at Remax.
Well, at Remax West Branch, we do love to give back. We give back millions of dollars. Our Remax network to Children's Miracle Network to help young children that are sick in the hospital. We have given back to the local SPCA in the past, and we just live and work in this community, so we feel like it's a great honor to give back to people, and we have some of the best agents around here, and we're experienced, and it's an enjoyable...
And I travel the country, and there's no place like home. I love to get out and about, but I love the West Branch Valley and where we live. And one thing's for sure is the people are special within our communities and our areas.
Absolutely, I agree.
Tell me about the new program you got on with my friend Mike Lee here going on.
It's called Heroes Home Advantage, and that program helps out our local heroes that are on the front line for us every day, working hard. And so this is our way of giving back to the community. Since they are on the front line, we're going to give up 20% of our commission back to them at closing, which could be a huge savings when you're buying or selling a home.
And it's my understanding Mike's down at Susquehanna Community Bank now. They're opening up here soon, but it's exclusive to you two folks, right?
Yes, it's like Cumming County exclusive. Right now it's Remax West Branch and Susquehanna Community Bank are the partners in the program.
That's fantastic. So that's what's going on here on 4 Mile Drive. Get out to a football game near you.
Antioch. Antioch Block Party!
Antioch!
Antioch, baby, you know what it is. Make sure you're here next year. Kids are learning a lot about emergency medical services tonight. Antioch Block Party!
Antioch Block Party! Antioch! Antioch Block Party, this is a hit.
Antioch!
All right, welcome back here at STA Stadium. Second half getting ready to start. And earlier, talking about fundraisers for the Millionaire football team, we caught up earlier before the game with Coach Chuck Cruz.
All right, we are back here with Coach Cruz. Coach, good luck tonight, but we're not here to talk about football. We're going to talk about a couple of fundraisers that the Millionaires have going. First, you're hosting a mattress sale fundraiser. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Listen, we will sell whatever we can to make money for our boys. So Sunday, October 6th, we're going to turn Whams into a mattress showroom. We invite you all to come down. Any purchase that you make goes to support the boys. There are mattresses from Twin on up to California Kings. We got firms, we got sauce, we got pillows. Oh my goodness, whatever you want, we got sheets. And every purchase that you make goes to support the boys on the football team. The entire program from middle school on up.
That's Saturday, October 6th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or for more information, you can text WPORT to 797979. Also, Coach, we got another fundraiser for slides. I know my partner could use a pair of new slides there. Maybe we'll get him the spring for a pair, also to support the Millionaire football team.
Indeed, indeed. Listen, like I said, we will do whatever we can. We'll sell what we can. I'll sell myself if need be, although I doubt I have the value that I once had.
I'm a buyer, and that's no malfeasance.
Listen, I'm only here so I don't get fined. The slide sale is to, once again, to support the team. We have red, white, and camo with our famous Millionaire logo on it. Let me remind you guys that we were voted the #1 logo in the state of Pennsylvania. Right now, we are in a competition nationally on Max Preps. We're at the #2 seed as a Millionaire, so if you want to get out and support that, that's another avenue as well. But the slides, unfortunately, tonight is the last night for you to purchase slides. I bought some for my kids. Please buy some for your children. I even bought a camo pair for myself when I go hunting.
All right, they got a Sharp logo. They got my favorite Sharp coach. Hopefully we'll get a great game tonight. We'll throw it back upstairs to Rich. We'll be right back with the game.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
All right, welcome back, everyone. 35 seconds and ticking before the second half starts here. Paul Bow alongside Coach Rich Salonis. 3-0. Comets lead at the half. Williamsport will receive the opening kickoff of the second half. Coach, what does Port got to do to get on track?
Great question. Well, the first thing they have to do is figure out the unbalanced formation that Crestwood has been hammering them with in terms of ball possession in the first half. And I think that they sort of surprised Williamsport with that. I don't know if it's something they've seen from Crestwood so far this year. So they got to get a consistent adjustment to that first. Then they've got to find a way to get more consistency on offense, and it's a dual-edged sword because if you don't have the ball, you can't get consistency. So right off the bat, a good thing to do here would be to get a sustained drive, go down the field, and get some points.
Well, they only had the ball twice in the first half, and they will receive this kickoff to start the second half, and Keith Freeman is back deep for the Millionaires. And Ethan Shudik will kick it away for the Comets, leading 3-0, and we are underway with the second half from STA Stadium. Freeman at the 15-20, 25-30, 35 to the outside 40, 45-50, one man to beat 40, 35-30, 25-15, 10, Keith Freeman to the house, 80-yard Rich. That's the way to get on the board with a Park Pizza touchdown.
And where you've got explosive athletes like Williamsport does, sometimes you don't need an offense. Your special teams are your offense.
Keith Freeman takes it to the house, and just like that, 13 seconds later, the Millionaires have their first lead of the ball game, 6-3. Point after attempt coming by Jonathan Kramer.
And you mentioned earlier about special teams potentially playing a game and playing a role in this game. And listen, if he makes the extra point, it's 7, right? And that's all the scoreboard shows. You don't care how you have it.
You said it for coaching the Danville game. Kick up and good, and that's a Park Pizza touchdown. The fans are on their feet here at STA Stadium. Millionaires lead 7-30, 11:47 to go in the third.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It could change in a blink of an eye, and there it was, Coach. 13 seconds in, you said this. I learned this from the Danville game for you. You said it's high school football, and it could all change on one play, and the momentum has now shifted to the Millionaires.
Absolutely correct. One play, one kick. Williamsport didn't run one offensive play, and they find themselves in the lead.
All right, kicking it off for the Millionaires. Will be Kramer. High end over end kick fielded at the 10 to the 15-20 and knocked out of bounds.
And that was Nick Cruiser on the return for the Comets.
And that's where Crestwood will set up first down and 10. Ball up at their 23-yard line, just underway here, second half.
That's going to be interesting to see how the Crestwood coaching staff handles this, if they're going to stick to their first half game plan or what they're going to do here now that they find themselves behind.
All right, Crestwood's going to open up with a spread set here. Naminsky, the bottom of your screen. One-on-one coverage, no help over the top here if they want it.
Look how far they're spreading the field here with Naminsky.
Handoff up the middle.
That hole opened up early.
That'll be second down and 7, ball at the 26-yard line. For the Comets, 2 receivers to the top of your screen, Naminsky to the bottom. He'll operate, Petrusky will operate from the gun. Back on either side, Petrusky back to pass, quick slant, Naminsky batted away.
Great coverage. Malik's been covering him very well all night. And that time, again, they spread the field very wide, hoping to get some natural boundary between the safety and the corner, but Malik's having none of it.
Just about.
Big down for Crestwood now.
All right, 3rd and 7, ball at the 27-yard line. Backs in an eye. Petrusky under center. Big play for the defense.
Crestwood's going to call a timeout. What's up?
Want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
FastMaz.com.
3rd down and 7 for the Comets. Big play here to start the second half. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Baxton and I. Petrusky under center. Back to pass. Looking, rolling to his right. Throws. Pass incomplete. Good defense again by the Millionaires. That's number 10, Cam Sims, on the coverage. We saw him with a couple runs earlier in the game. And the Millionaires hold, and they'll force a punt.
Williamsport's corners are more than up to the task, and what Crestwood's trying to do, and naturally so, is take the 6'6" Naminsky and get a height advantage versus Williamsport's 5'8", 5'10" corners. But what they're not factoring in is the athleticism of Williamsport's corners, and they've been up to the task tonight.
Late substitution in for the Millionaires.
Bobbled by the punter, and a late kick.
Oh, and it hit a Williamsport defense, a fair free ball. Rugby scrum out at midfield.
I think Crestwood may be on it, but again, it was one of those things where it hit the field and you can't tell.
It looks like Crestwood has it. Looks like number 11's at the bottom of that pile.
Now,
Williamsport got it. They got it back.
Got it again. It's twice where it seemed one way and ended up another. That could have been disastrous for the Millionaires.
All right, this Millionaire Drive is brought to you by Sanders Mortuary in the heart of Williamsport, family owned and operated.
Right now, if I had my druthers play action, I'd like to see Williamsport go deep to Moyer off of it, right off the bat, while you still have the momentum here.
First
Great
down,
field position.
First down and 10, ball at the 49-yard line for the Millionaires. They're going to spread the field, trips to the bottom of your screen. Grease from the pistol.
Once again, nobody in the middle of the field for Crestwood.
E.J. Johnson in the slot. Watch him across the middle. Handoff up the middle. Mankey, first carry of the ball game for the senior. Got about 4 yards, 3-4 yards on first down. Sets up a 2nd and 7.
Again, nobody in the middle of the field for Crestwood defensively. I hope Williamsport exploits that at some time. Got another spread set here, Paul, with double slots.
Nasir Jones watching the slot at the top of your screen. Grease from the gun. Rolling to his left. Throws. Nasir a little high again for Nasir Jones. Just overshot him. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 47-yard line. Big drive here for the Millionaires. They made a statement on the opening kickoff return. Now a little bit of clock management. If they can go up 14-3, that'll be huge.
It will be huge because of the way Crestwood has chosen to play the first half, at least with ball control. And that time Mr. Naminsky was in Dallas's face. He really couldn't get his feet set and get a pass off to Nasir, hence the high throw.
3rd down, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, double wide receivers. Grease back to pass, straight drop. Looks, fires, wants it all downfield. Got Mazzanti wide open to the 15. 10-5, touchdown! Braden Mazzanti from Dallas, Grease. 47 yards, and the Millionaires lead 13-3.
And there's your post pattern. Crestwood playing with fire. Great pass by Grease that time, and the Williamsport Millionaires have come out on fire the second half and look to go up 14-3.
Point after pending by Jonathan Kramer. Snap, spot, kick, up and good. That's a Park Pizza touchdown. 14-3, Williamsport leads.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
All right, we are back here. 14-3, 47-yarder. Grease to Mazzanti. That spells 6. Anywhere you go, Rich.
Absolutely. There's that big play. Crestwood's been getting away with having no one in the middle of the field all night. Williamsport burned him that time on a beautiful post pattern. More of a skinny post pattern, but nonetheless, 2 big plays for the Millionaires, 14 points on the scoreboard.
And it's halftime over in Montoursville. Loyalsock, that's at Loyalsock. The Battle of the Bridge, 20-6. Montoursville leads at the half.
That sounds like a good old-fashioned Donnybrook, and most of them are.
And we will see Montoursville later on this season. We did a few of their games last year, and they are undefeated right now.
That they are. So now, Paul, if you're Crestwood, you got yourself in a little bit of a situation here. You've played ball control the whole first half, correct?
Correct.
Now you find yourself 11 points down with 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter. You may have to change your game plan a little bit.
Kramer will kick off for the Millionaires. Line drive kick. And out of bounds, almost hit that pylon. And Crestwood will take over. In the third quarter, this drive is brought to you by Sanders Mortuary, 821 Diamond Street in Williamsport, 570-322-3466. All right, 1st and 10 Comets, ball at the 35-yard line. Great field position for Crestwood. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Petrosky will operate from the gun. Calls his own number. Quarterback draw over to the 35, up to the 38, and upended at the 39-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. Good defense by the Millionaires, tackled by Drake Mankey.
And the Millionaires have played pretty decent defense most of the night, bending but not breaking, giving up 3 points. And again, we're looking at a team here that's given up 24 points coming into this game, 17 in one of those against Berwick. Only 7 last week to Hazleton.
So we got 18 quarters. They've given up 27 points to date. Wow. Defense. Here comes the jet sweep. Oh, picked up by the younger Jefferson. Sophomore Stephon Jefferson, 5'8", 160-pounder, laying the smack down.
Well, he certainly didn't hit like a 160-pounder that time. And we've seen Crestwood now go to something a little bit different here, a little bit of the speed sweep action off of fly motion. 3rd down, and I'll tell you, Paul, we've got 8:55 left in the third quarter. This is a big down right here for Crestwood.
3rd and 4 from the 41. The Millionaires are buzzing here to start the second half.
Maybe a slant up top.
Petrosky from the gun. Play action. Here's the screen pass to the 40, 45, up and a 1st down.
Good safe call.
Arnold Logan out of the backfield, and he is shaking. Some Comet shaking up on the play. Looks like one of the linemen slow to get up.
It's number 66, Tyler Cesario, that's limping around. I think he's going to stay in. No.
Well, he has his knee wrapped, I can see here. He's going to stay into the ball game, though. Taking a couple bad steps. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. The lone setback is Logan. Petrosky, inside handoff to Logan, up the middle, close to midfield.
It's sort of a delayed draw that time, Paul, and you got 2 or 3 yards on 1st down.
Tackled by number 23, that's Whaley. First time we called his name tonight, along with number 32, Ian Welshams. Welshams, he plays a little fullback. He is a monster at linebacker, the 5'9", 225-pound hitting machine, a senior for Coach Cruz's Millionaires. That'll bring up 2nd and 8, 7:43 to go. Third quarter, 14-3 Millionaires. And Petrosky once again from the gun. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Handoff to Miller at the 50, 45, 40, making Millionaires miss and plowing forward inside the 40-yard line. Some good power running by the leading all-purpose yards runner, Ryan Miller.
He may be shaking up. Somebody's down for Crestwood, not Miller. Someone else is down. Nice run that time by Miller, picking and choosing his spots. And then when he had some green, as you said, Paul, made a couple people miss. So Crestwood so far here is answering in the third quarter, certainly by no means not out of this ball game.
That's Ryan Swank, the wide receiver. We've seen him come up with a couple big catches in the first half. He looks to be okay walking off the field in his own power.
The Comets here will get a fresh set of downs. With 7:29 left in the third quarter.
That was a big first down to keep that Millionaire offense off the field.
It is, and it flips the field a little bit, and it also does what Crestwood wants to do in terms of maintaining possession, as you just stated. But they need points sooner or later. You can give up all the yards you want, but if you don't get anything on the scoreboard, it doesn't matter.
Petrosky, handoff Miller, 40, upended by number 20 again. Stephon Johnson again on the tackle. We've been calling his name all night. You know what it is? You know what it is, Rich? You put them on touchdowns and tailgates, and they become a star. Look at last week. Luke Winter was on. He was the player of the game. This week, Stephon Johnson was on. He's been all over the field.
Jimmy knows how to pick them. Hey, this is the den where Crestwood's been hurting Williamsport the whole game with comeback patterns. Let's see what they do here.
2nd and 10, ball at the 39.
You're going to have no play. 2 Comets were in motion, and if we were in Saskatchewan, that would be acceptable, but we are not, so it's going to be 5 yards.
5 yards against the Rough Riders. I mean, the Comets.
You can't put 2 in motion, eh?
Take off, eh? That'll be 2nd and 15, ball back at the 44-yard line. 6:25 clock running, third quarter. 14-3 Millionaires in a game. A tale of 2 halves, really. Crestwood dominated the first half, only came up with 3 points. Williamsport, 2 quick touchdowns to open the second half. And Petrosky will operate from the gun. Back to pass. Deep drop, being pressured by Welshams. Looks, throws down the field for Naminsky. Incomplete, simply ran out of real estate. 2 Millionaires were there.
Yeah, they keep trying to hit Naminsky deep. They keep trying to take advantage of his height. But as stated earlier, Williamsport's corner and safety that time just all over it. I don't know if Crestwood has seen Williamsport's athleticism at corners in the games they've played so far. So now we've got a big third down for Crestwood. 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15, ball at the 44, 5:58 to go. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen in motion. Back to pass, looks over the middle and had Naminsky flashing open for a minute, but great coverage again by the Millionaires. It'll be 4th down in a punting situation for the Comets.
Well, that was a variation of the very first seam pass they threw way back in the first quarter that worked. Consequently, they've tried that play 2 other times, and it hasn't worked for the Comets.
You can go, yeah, we don't go get that. You would send someone of your teammates or something to go get that, all right?
Now, if you're Williamsport, field the punt and let your offense choose some clock here. And Williamsport's got to do a little bit better job of communicating on the punch ball. That almost hit another player, which would have been disastrous if Crestwood would have recovered that.
Millionaires will take over at their 24-yard line, leading 14-3 with 5:47 to go in the third quarter.
Here's Williamsport in that bunch set a little bit wider this time.
Trips to the top of your screen. Bad snap, and Grease alertly falls on it. Last thing you need leading 14-0 is a turnover deep in your own end. And that's going to be a big loss on the play, but that could have been disastrous, Coach.
Absolutely. They just put themselves in a deep hole. Now you've got to consider playing it safe for this series. You know, live for another series and not try to get everything back here, maybe punt the football.
Well, they're going to spread it out 3 wide to the bottom of your screen. And Grease will operate from the gun. Setback is Freeman. Grease back to pass, another low snap. Good block by Freeman, keeps the play alive. Grease just throws it away. Good play just to throw it away by Dallas Grease as he was under a lot of pressure by number 42, Jimmy Hawley.
Well, the play was discombobulated right from the start again with a mishandled snap, whether it be a bad snap or the quarterback just dropping it. And that puts Dallas in a bad spot because now he's playing behind everybody else who's had a head start on the play. So now you've got a 3rd and 16, and what I alluded to earlier, if somebody thinks I'm a little nuts about punting the football, playing it safe here where you're at in field position-wise, it isn't a bad thing.
3rd down and 16, ball at the 18, 5 minutes to go before the end of the 3rd quarter. Grease back to pass, straight drop, steps up, throws deep, no one there. Number 16.
Yeah, the Williamsport receiver that time.
Kenyon Brown.
Went left and the ball went right.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. Kenyon Brown, in all fairness, he's only a sophomore, 5'8", 165-pounder, doesn't play a lot. And that time a little bit miscommunication with Coach Dallas quarterback Dallas Grease. It'll be 4th and 16. Grease will punt it away. Comets should come out with great field position here.
Exactly.
Jones in motion.
Crestwood's
Snap.
coming
Oh,
after
boy,
it.
that was going to be blocked. Grease alertly.
Wow, big
That was like
punt.
Australian rules.
And
He
a
ran
big
around
roll.
and it took take a great millionaire bounce, inside the 30. And that's where Crestwood will take over. 4:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back after a word from Cochran Auto.
My name is Matt Cochran. I am a late model driver from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I have been racing at my local dirt tracks for the last 20 years with my family by my side. My father's business, Cochran Automotive and Towing, has been my main sponsor from the very beginning. Racing is not just something I do, it is something I live for. My whole family is involved, from my mom and dad to my brother Bradley, my cousin Tyler.
All right, we're back. Quick turnaround here. Handoff up the middle.
Quick inside trap by the Comets that time, and number 44 did a nice job. That's Logan Arnold again.
Crestwood shuffling in a lot of different running backs here.
Arnold's had some tough runs tonight. They have spread the wealth quite a bit. Very heavy run percentage on 1st down tonight for the Comets, but who could blame them? They put themselves in pretty decent 2nd down positions throughout the night.
Spreading the field now, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Petruski under center. Handoff again up the middle.
Yeah, what they're doing is they're trying to counteract Williamsport's defensive line quickness by hitting a quick trap, and it hasn't worked a whole lot tonight. They've gotten a little bit of yardage on it, but nothing major. 3rd down and short for the Comets.
That'll set up 3rd and 3. Ball at the 36. Another rapid moving quarter here. 3:46 and counting. 3rd quarter. 14-3 Millionaires. Paul Rich Salonis on a Friday night from STA Stadium. Where else would you be like to be spending your Friday night than with us two? 2 games on Web Weekly Live every single Friday night. We'll bring it to you from here to the end of October. Great play.
23 again. We've called his name a couple times tonight. The Millionaires all over that counter trap.
Another
It's Mr.
sophomore.
Whaley. Yep.
Tell you what, the future is really bright for this Williamsport team.
Yeah, Whaley did a nice job that time of diagnosing that counter trap and getting and slipping in behind it. And that's the first time Crestwood, I believe, ran that counter trap that they had success with in the 1st half. That's a good thing for Williamsport to make a play on that. Crestwood's had some problems with their punt team here with snaps the last couple of
There's
plays.
a line drive kick again. And again, it's bouncing around, and that almost hit Brock Moyer. And the Millionaires will take over at the 34-yard line. We'll be right back.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, accelerate.
Welcome back. A word from Fast Maz. Grease, handoff, Freeman. Naminsky right there, and a flag down on the play.
We got all kinds of shenanigans now. We got a Crestwood helmet off. Number 51's helmet went flying. Derek Petrachko, 5'9", 245-pound lineman. He's coming off the field. We have flags. Coach Cruz on the field, and it looks like it's going against the Millionaires, Paul.
We're having a little bit of wrestling here on a Friday night here. I usually don't do that till Saturday, Coach. Might have to, let's get ready to rumble. Well, also here, we saw earlier, now we have a break in the action. We have a shout out to Grady Walker we saw earlier from the Williamsport area. Said he listens every week on Web Weekly Live. Gave a shout out to us. Tell us we're doing a great job. Great to hear from Grady Walker. Always good to see him. And the Millionaires are going backwards again. What'd they call, Coach? I didn't see that.
Hold.
Hold? 2 minutes, 37 seconds, clock running.
So another situation here where you're penned back in your own territory. You know, you don't, the last thing you want here is a turnover. It's okay if you don't get the first down.
Grease from the gun. In motion is E.J. Jefferson. Grease, straight drop back. Here comes a screen pass. Oh, man. He had Nasir Jones, and he had nothing but green pastures in front of him. Threw it a bit too hard again. That's the second or third time that Dallas has put a little bit too much mustard, should I say. I was going to say grease on the ball, but right through the hands of Nasir Jones.
Well, the Williamsport screen game has been set up very well tonight. If you recall, in the first half, they would have had a touchdown, but the ball was batted by a Crestwood defensive lineman. That time, if Nasir catches it, he's still running, but there was too much English on the ball.
2nd and 24, back at the 20. Grease under pressure, pushed out of the pocket, rolling, tries to turn the corner and does. And he's over the line, I believe, there when he threw it.
There should be a flag there, and the referees missed it. He was past
way
the
over
line
the
by
line.
about 3.5 yards, and none of the officials caught it. I don't even know if they're going to conference about it.
No.
Wow, that wasn't close, Paul. Millionaires dodged a bullet, unless they're going to say it was out of bounds, and I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to, well, we don't know. The down markers.
No, down markers
going
staying the
back
same.
And forth. All right,
Coach,
so here's the deal. If he didn't step out of bounds, they've got to give him the yardage. If he did step out of bounds, excuse me. If he didn't step out of bounds and threw the ball, he was a good 3-4 yards, and they're going to say that he did step out of bounds.
All right, 3rd and 23.
I guess. They missed that one. Somebody screwed up.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Moyer to the top of your screen. Grease from the gun. Grease. Oh, that's picked. That's number 44.
Logan Arnold again comes through with the big play. And what's the last thing you needed if you're Williamsport? Turnover. They try to throw a bubble screen there, and extremely well played by the Comets.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And Mr. Arnold has himself a huge play, and we've got another flag against Williamsport again.
Logan Arnold was right there.
Wait, against Crestwood. No, wait. Now the refs are giving two different signals. I hate to keep interrupting you, Paul.
That's okay.
But it's going to go, now they're saying definitely against Crestwood. Some extracurricular activity, I believe.
I don't even know what the call was there. One official motion blocking the back.
Right.
And the other one pointed towards Williamsport. And that's a really bad break there for the Comets.
Well, they're going to maintain the ball. Still great turnover, but they could have been a lot closer. And that's the last thing you needed if you were Williamsport.
Well, Logan Arnold, let's give credit where credit is due. He read that bubble screen,
and
he jumped right in front of it.
Too much quickness that time. An outstanding defensive play by Avery Campbell for the Millionaires. He knifed in to make a tackle for no gain, as Crestwood went right back to that heavy set that gave Williamsport problems in the first half. They've only run it 2 or 3 times here in the second half, but Williamsport seems to have a handle on it. They haven't hurt them with it. So obviously they've made some adjustments at halftime.
Well, you know what, Coach, I was just going to say, halftime adjustments, a 3-0 game, now with 14 hung on the board, as Pete Mariano would say here, and 1:23 to go in the third quarter.
And Crestwood's going to use another timeout.
And we got a timeout.
They're down to 1, I believe, Paul.
We got a timeout on the field. 1:22 to go in the third. We'll be right back after a word from Van Campen Motors.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
All right, we are back. Coach, let's talk about a fundraiser. How about a mattress fundraiser? Do you sleep well at night? Maybe you need a new mattress. Williamsport High School, Sunday, October 6th. Coach, you might need a new mattress. Perfect time to get one. Support the team. Coach Cruz talked about it earlier. It's a mattress fundraising drive. He said they'll sell anything. He even said, including himself, but he didn't think there'd be many buyers. But anything Coach Cruz is selling, I'm buying, I can tell you that.
I got to tell you, I've never seen anybody more enthusiastic for a mattress sale in my life, but that's a great thing. Here come the Comets, 2nd and 9 in that heavy set.
Handoff to Miller. Cuts back 20. Inside the 20. Good run by Ryan Miller.
Counter trap that time to Miller from Crestwood, and that play's given Williamsport a little bit of problems, but here we go again. Big down for Crestwood, and if I'm Crestwood's coach, if I'm Coach Arcangeli, I'm thinking 2-down territory right now, and the ball's not going in the air.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
We still have a whole quarter to play. So one thing to keep an eye on is Crestwood has burned 2 timeouts here in the third quarter, and they only have 1 left. So this time Crestwood deviates now. They've got their power back set to the right-hand side on the 3rd down to 4. The give is off tackle again to number 5, Ryan Miller, and he is going to have a Comet first down. And we have Avery Campbell, it appears to be down a little bit, up, and limping a bit for the Millionaires, but going to stay in the ball game. First down Crestwood, Paul.
Absolutely, Coach. Very well done. You have that eagle eye. We're going to get you on one of them this year. I'm going to get you wrong on one of the first down calls. I don't know how you can see that. But anyway, it's a first down for the Comets. 22 seconds, clock running. End of third quarter here coming up. 1st and 10, ball at the 16. Handoff Miller again. Turns it up. Inside the 16, inside the 15, and down to the 12-yard line. Tackled by a host of Millionaires again.
Counter trap play, and that's been their best play from that set tonight. They just ran it 2 plays ago for a nice gain. They did the same thing here on first down, 2nd down and 5 to go.
All right, that's the end of the third quarter here. 14-3 Millionaires. We'll be right back with the final quarter after a word from Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships.
At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, the largest volume Chevy dealer in PA, we have the largest selection of new Chevys in stock. Car, truck, or SUV, we have what you want at the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. With more new Chevrolets in stock than ever before, why waste your time going anywhere else? Visit us at BlazeAlexanderChevy.com and see for yourself. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie, where you'll find the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. Find new roads.
Hi, I'm Blaze Alexander here with Lyle, and rumor has it Lyle's a talking dog. What do you know about the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership? Yeah? Lyle is saying that Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed on any new vehicle in stock, or we'll give you $1,000. Lyle says we'll give you the highest trade-in value, and we'll buy your car from you even if you're not buying your new car from us. He's right. Visit any Blaze Alexander Family Dealership and get the low price guarantee.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years.
All right, 2nd and 6, ball at the 12. Inside give.
And it looks like it's going to be Ryan Miller who's going to be the bell cow here for Crestwood so far the second half. And again, Coach Arcangeli has to be happy with the effort that his Comets are putting forward tonight. 3rd down and 2, obviously 4-down territory here for Crestwood as they're going in for a score, and we'll see if Williamsport can keep them out of the end zone.
3rd down and 1, ball at the 7-yard line. Same formation for the Comets. Handoff, Miller stumbles.
Yeah, Williamsport had a little bit of penetration that time, and they actually were fortunate that he stumbled going off tackle, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 1 for Crestwood.
I think if he would have bounced to the outside there and been able to maintain his composure, he could have scored.
He did have the corner tripped up just enough.
Big play, 4th down and 1 at the 7, 10:53. Clock running, 4th quarter, 14-3 Millionaires.
We haven't called Ryan Petrosky's number a whole lot tonight, quarterback running the ball, so maybe a sneak here. But Crestwood's got to go. They've got 3 seconds left on the play clock, and now they've got to burn their last timeout. That is huge.
Well, they were a little late getting in with the play. We got a timeout on the field. Crestwood was that their last timeout?
That's their last timeout, Paul. That's what I was saying. They burned 2 in the 3rd quarter.
Wow.
One of the things you have to do as a coaching staff with your offensive coordinator, and I don't mean to be critical here, but you have to be thinking 1 or 2 plays ahead. So, for example, when that 3rd down play was being called, you have to be thinking as an offensive coordinator, if I don't get this 1st down, what are we going to do? You have to be cognizant of the fact that you can't burn another timeout. They're out.
Well, this timeout is brought to you by Sanders Mortuary, 821 Diamond Street in Williamsport. 570-322-3466 for all your final expense needs. Sanders Mortuary, family owned in the Williamsport area.
Now, that being said, it's easy to sit up here and say that. We don't know exactly everything that went down.
Well, 3 timeouts in over a quarter, there's obviously a problem. And that could be detrimental to the Comets here, trailing by 11 with 10:36 to go. 4th down and 1, biggest play of the game for the Comets. Handoff, and he's in for the touchdown. That's Jimmy Hawley off tackle, and he's ran hard all game, Coach.
Yeah, the Crestwood kids have run hard. They've played hard. It's a great game. They're going to make it 14-10 here with the extra point. But you have to be thinking, if you're Crestwood, is there any merit to going for 2 here with 10:31 left to make it a 3-point game? Just throwing it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, their kicker did kick a 31-yard field goal earlier, so we know he has the leg.
Yeah, it wasn't as if that ball just made it over the crossbar.
I think they are going to go for 2. You called it there, old Eagle Eye.
Well, when you start coaching around the Civil War era, you have some experience.
That was right after the Battle of Fort Sumter, right?
Not again.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking. All right, here we go. 2-point conversion. Handoff inside 2.
He's going to be short.
Hawley, and I thought Petrosky was going to keep it. He would have walked in for the conversion.
Yep.
There was nobody on the backside. But anyway, 14-9, Millionaires lead. They will be getting the ball back. 10:31 to go. We'll be right back. Short timeout, 30 seconds.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
All right, we are back here at STA Stadium. Bobo, Rich Salonis. Rich, looks like we're in for another fantastic finish here as the Comets get on the board with the first touchdown of the game and an onside kick. Very alertly fell on by number 30. Roman Marone was very alert, and the Millionaires will have great field position here.
Okay. I'm trying to figure that one out. They just got momentum back in the ball game. There's plenty of time left. So
maybe they saw something on film.
Maybe they thought they could surprise them, but now Williamsport's got great field position.
And we've seen the onside kick tried a couple times against Williamsport this season, and both times two or three times they've recovered it. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Millionaires ball at the 36-yard line. Here's a pitch wide to Freeman. Nice tackle there.
Great job that time. And number 44, I believe that was Logan Arnold, who's having himself a ball game on both sides of the ball.
He's all over the field.
And there's that tight bunch that we talked about earlier. The toss, try to get the corner there to no avail. Now Williamsport's going to spread the field here on second
Williamsport
down.
has a lot of speed. A lot of speed. And Grease will operate from the pistol. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Brock Moyer to the bottom of your screen. Grease keeps it. There it is on that RPO. 45-50. Got the corner to 45, 40, 35, 30. Dallas Grease all the way for a touchdown.
Now we got a flag
54
down.
yards,
Back,
but hold everything as there's laundry on the field.
It's going to be a hold, I believe, against.
And it's coming back.
Yep. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a hold against Williamsport. At least it's in that area, but who knows tonight? We've seen signals 3 or 4 times both ways. It is against the Millionaires.
Well, I'll tell you what, and we talked about this in the open, Dallas Grease in the open is unstoppable one-on-one with anyone. He gets to that corner, and you called it. It's lights out. You said he was gone at the 50. When he turned upfield, 4 yards past that, and big holding play there, and that would have put this game on ice. And now the Millionaires are going to be pinned back with a 2nd and 11 instead of a 21-9 lead.
Here's where a young team needs to respond now. We're in the midway point of the season. Okay, you made a mistake. Forget about that play. Let's get our assignments down here, take care of business, keep the clock running.
All right, Grease will operate from the gun. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Grease, straight drop, back to pass. Sets up a screen.
Again.
There's it to Freeman. Freeman at the 50, and another flag. Looks like a man downfield, I think they're going to call.
Couple linemen downfield by a couple yards.
And that is on the Millionaires again, and Coach Cruz just shrugging his shoulders again. This one we saw from up here. That was obvious, and that's exactly what it is. And the Millionaires will march back the other way again. They're going the wrong direction, Coach.
They are, unfortunately, and like I said, you've got to put that bad player, that penalty behind you. And now a mental mistake here against Millionaires. They've got themselves in a very big hole, but no turnovers. They turned the ball over the last time in their territory. You've got to make sure that they just take care of business here. And again, a punt is not a bad thing in this situation if they would have to do that. Clock is running with 9:35 left. Williamsport nursing a 14-9 lead in a very interesting game tonight, which has showcased Millionaires' athleticism on 2 big plays, which have given them the lead.
2nd and 16, ball at the 40. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Grease, straight drop, looks up the middle, into double coverage, almost intercepted. That was triple coverage there, looking for Nasir Jones.
Yeah, Crestwood was all over that, and that time well played by Garrett Swank.
And we saw Garrett Swank walk off the field a couple series ago, and it's good to see him back.
And we're going to have another penalty. It looks like another hold against Williamsport.
And they're going to move them back again.
In a row. Sure. But they're going to decline it here, which isn't a bad move to bring up 3rd down in a mile.
3rd down and 16 now for the Millionaires. Ball back at the 40-yard line. Again, they declined the penalty,
kind
as
of
you
a
said.
Smart move by Crestwood there. I think a little bit of respect also for the athleticism that Williamsport has to give them another shot with 2nd down.
2 receivers to the top of your screen, 2 to the bottom.
Middle of the field, wide open again.
That's Nasir Jones. He's looking for over the middle. Throws to Jones. And caught by Mazzanti, who cut in front. I thought that pass was intended for Jones. Mazzanti makes a great catch, goes down to the turf and catches it. I know he's shorted a first down there by 2 yards, but great play, sets up 4th and a couple.
Correct.
What are you doing, Coach?
They ran that play earlier. Oh, you punt the football here. Or if you want to try from a punting formation to try and draw Crestwood offside, I don't go for it here. Not with 8:43 left with the defense you've been playing tonight. Bend but not break. No way.
Trade field position, but it looks like the Millionaires are going to go for it.
No, this is interesting. Don't be surprised if they don't snap the ball, though. They try and draw them off sides, but they call a timeout.
They're going to call a timeout. Millionaires are going to take a timeout. We're going to take one also. We'll be right back after a word from Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships.
At Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, the largest volume Chevy dealer in PA, we have the largest selection of new Chevys in stock. Car, truck, or SUV, we have what you want at the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. With more new Chevrolets in stock than ever before, why waste your time going anywhere else? Visit us at blazealexanderchevy.com and see for yourself. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie, where you'll find the lowest price guaranteed. Or we'll pay you $1,000. Find new roads.
Hi, I'm Blaze Alexander here with Lyle, and rumor has it Lyle's a talking dog. What do you know about the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership? Yeah? Lyle is saying that Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed on any new vehicle in stock, or we'll give you $1,000. Lyle says we'll give you the highest trade-in value, and we'll buy your car from you even if you're not buying your new car from us. He's right. Visit any Blaze Alexander Family Dealership and get the low price guarantee.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. STA Stadium 14-9. Millionaires trying to hang on. 8 minutes to go.
Don't be surprised if there's a quick kick here.
4th down and 2. Grease barking the signals. In motion is Sims. Grease handoff to Freeman, and he does not have it. Crestwood holds. And it'll be a turnover on downs, Coach. A yard short there. You said to punt it. I kind of agreed with you on that, and Williamsport came up short, and that's a big turnover on downs.
Crestwood's going to take over with great field position. A ton of time left, but no timeouts.
Well, as you said, a ton of timeout, and they've been running the ball well. We'll see if they go back to that formation again.
Well, they had to go for 2 there either way because, you need a touchdown now. But time isn't of the essence if you're Crestwood. You've got tons of time. You've got good field position. So we should be in for a humdinger here to finish up. Quick trap. Big hole that time, and they finally popped the trap. That was Logan Arnold again for Crestwood on about a 15-yard burst.
And I'll tell you what, they have a huge mismatch at the top of your screen if they want it. Brandon Dominski and Malik Jones, 6'6", on 5'10". Even by my math, I know that's a huge height difference.
It is, Paul, but the athleticism that Malik's shown, they've tried to exploit that 3 or 4 times tonight. Malik's been up to the challenge. We'll see
he's
if
giving
they
him
try
some
it
room
again.
now. He was up tight on him before. Give him some room now. Baxton and I. Handoff again, straight up the middle, 4 or 5 yards on first down.
Some power football from the Comets here as they're trying to go in for the winning score.
And the Comets are now getting more and more confident. You can see by every play.
So we're going to have a substitute here for the Millionaires as Stephon Jefferson's going to come into the game.
And Stephon's had a great game.
He has. He's played very well defensively.
Crestwood now is going to flank out 3 receivers. Nominski to the bottom of your screen, being guarded by Dallas Grease. 2 to the top of your screen, Baxton and I. Handoff again. That's Miller. Off tackle. Bounces to the outside. He's got a first down up at the 30-yard line where he's pushed back. But he'll move the sticks again, and we are under 7:19 to go. Clock will stop to move the sticks.
As Crestwood's rolling here a bit, if you're Williamsport, using a timeout here to get your defense settled down a little bit might not be a bad thing to do as they're driving the football.
Petrusky under center. Nominski to the bottom of your screen. 2 receivers to the top. Handoff again. Miller. That play was disrupted there.
Yeah, he stopped him at the line of scrimmage, but Miller kept his legs driving and got about 3 or 4 yards.
Avery Campbell made the first hit but could not wrap him up.
So remember now, if you're Williamsport, even though Crestwood is driving, until or unless they get in the end zone, it doesn't really matter. That's your main task right now. Just keep them out of the end zone by any means necessary.
6:28, 6:27, 2nd and 7, ball at the 26-yard line. Petrosky back to pass, looks, throws, incomplete, intended for Garrett Swank.
And there's Malik again right there.
Malik Jones all over him there. 3rd and 7, big play here for the Comets.
Now they've put themselves, I'm assuming, 2-down territory, right? But they've been hurting Williamsport on the ground. It was an interesting call there to go up in the air.
6 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Ball at the 26-yard line. Miller around the left side.
Big
Turns
hole.
it up, and he's
going to be a little bit short, I think, Paul.
They're marking it at the 20, so he's going to be short by about a yard.
And they're collapsing the entire corner on that counter trap play. They've run that play from the I formation tonight, and they've run it from their one-back unbalanced formation very successfully. So they must have seen something in the films with Williamsport's ends, because they're able to get the corner.
4th and 1, ball at the 20. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go, clock running. 4th quarter, 14-9, Millionaires lead. Same formation again. Petrusky, handoff to Miller. Stood up, and he did not get it.
Great penetration that time by Williamsport.
E.J. Jefferson on the tackle, and he's raising the roof here.
Great play. Nice penetration by the line. Linebackers cleaned up. Great job by Williamsport.
And getting back to that 4th down play, Coach, you said they have not called Ryan Petrosky's number at all here in the second half. You wonder if he's a little banged up, because you thought he could have sneaked. He could use a sneak on that one.
Thinking quarterback sneak there all the way, to be honest with you. Some kind of a hard count. But now, if you're Williamsport now, the clock is your friend.
Run, 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 and run.
Crestwood can't stop the clock.
Reese will operate from the pistol. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Lone setback is Freeman. Reese, Freeman. 20, 25.
Stay in bounds.
On the corner, 30, 40. Cuts back inbound, stays in.
Fumble
Ball's on the
ball.
turf. Ball is on the turf. And Crestwood got it. Another turnover.
They're on the sideline. Get away from there, both sides, and either side needs a penalty. Crestwood did recover that ball as it came out late after a huge gain on 1st down. And geez, just when you think Williamsport's got it, a little bit in the bag, here come the Comets. And that fumble was right along the sideline, and it was late.
I couldn't see from that far on the far sideline there. I'm wondering if Keith Freeman tried to change hands on that. A lot of times you'll see that happen on the sidelines there if they try to shift hands. But anyway, Crestwood has the ball. 5:21 to go. New life for the Comets. 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's Petrosky, calls his own number, around the corner, 40, 35-30. One man to beat at the 20, and he's knocked out at about the 12-yard line.
You just called it there, Eagle Eye. We talked about the lack of his running, and they saved it for a very good time.
Well, they're going to mark him back up at the 15.
He wasn't going to score. Williamsport's got too much speed, and they had the angle on him. And Williamsport, I believe, is going to use a timeout here, which isn't a bad idea. Get your youngsters settled down.
Coach Cruz is going to take a timeout, try to regroup. 5 minutes and 14 seconds to go. We'll be right back after a word from FastMaz.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com.
All right, we are back here, 1st and 10. Ball at the 15-yard line.
Good first down play for the Comets as they go ahead and move the pile about 5 yards.
Down to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5. They could get another first down at the 5. And the clock is inside 5 minutes.
And if I'm Crestwood right now, that ball is not being snapped till there's 2 seconds on that play clock.
Now Crestwood does not have any timeouts left. Williamsport only has 1. And now Crestwood's going to spread the field a little bit. Petrosky will operate from the gun. Petrosky, once again, quarterback keeper around the end. Williamsport's there, cuts back to the 5, inside, down to close to a first down. I think he's a little bit short.
He is going to be short by about a half yard. And nope, they're going to move the chains. Nope, they are.
Yeah, no,
he's the official down here is now saying first down. Official up top saying short. Nope, it is.
First and goal.
I didn't think he got it.
The
Neither
nose
did
of the ball.
Officials up top, but the one all the way across the field said he did. Interesting. And not to belabor the point, but Crestwood snapped the ball that time with 13 seconds to go on the play clock.
Well, we see what happened in Danville a few weeks ago with the Loyalstock game. Handoff up the middle, down inside, and there's a holding penalty coming back right
Crestwood.
there.
That's a big break for Williamsport.
And it's 4-down territory here for Crestwood.
Absolutely.
As a coach, this has to drive you crazy. Ball inside the 5-yard line, clock running down. You can go ahead with a touchdown. You're controlling the line of scrimmage, and now a holding call. And it moves the ball outside the 16-yard line. Now it forces you to have to throw the ball one of the next 2 downs because it's 1st and goal from the 16.
Correct. And remember, what Williamsport has to understand, and they do, I'm just saying from the player standpoint, is where Crestwood is on the field doesn't matter. If they don't get in the end zone, you win the football game.
All right, 1st and goal from the 16.
Look for a screen here maybe from Crestwood. They've been screening very well tonight.
Petrosky keeps it again. Inside, stretches inside the 11, maybe down to the 10-yard line, 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, that's
Make
okay.
it 6.
I'm going to tell you, Williamsport's defensive end saved a touchdown that time by keeping his leverage and forcing Petrosky to cut the ball back into pursuit. So little things like that, one person doing their job doesn't give up the corner, and now Crestwood's got a 2nd down and goal from about the 10.5-yard line with 3:18 and counting.
3:18, 3:17, 3:16.
And no timeouts.
No timeouts, clock running here. 14-9, Williamsport trying to hold on, trying to go to 4-1. Crestwood over the middle, Nominski, and there's contact, and there goes a flag. Coach, ball was in the air. I'm not really...
Boy, that's a tough call.
That's a
because
tough
there
call.
was contact, but the throw was high.
I don't know if he would have came down with it anyway, but again, that's why we're up in the booth and not down on the field. I did that for enough years. That's going to be pass interference, and that's going to be an automatic first down.
That's going to be a tough call. Well, because you hold them there, and now you know Crestwood's got to throw.
So half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down. And now Crestwood could choose some time up here. I know the end goal is to get in the end zone, but you don't want to give Williamsport too much time.
Well, that's why I was saying use the clock. It's right in front of you, the 25-second clock after this play. The clock stopped now with the penalty, but after this play, if you don't score, run the clock.
Petrosky on the bootleg. Around the end. Nice play by Malik Jones to force him wide, and he didn't get in.
No, he's about two yards out yet, but stops the clock. Runs out of bounds.
Malik Jones again forced him outside. Stop. That's huge to stop the clock if you're a Millionaire fan.
So now we got something interesting here, Paul. We've got 3rd down over there by the markers, 2nd down or 3rd down now on the scoreboard. So that mustn't have been an automatic first down, as it's 3rd down right now.
Yeah, I guess not.
So that changes everything here. This is major.
A huge series. Petrosky under center. Handoff.
Nope.
Not going to get there.
Here's the ball game, man. This got to love it. Defensive stand by Williamsport possibly.
Avery
Fourth
Campbell.
down and 2 coming up. Crestwood can't stop the clock.
Avery Campbell and your man, Nasir Jones, they're in on the tackle to stop him. Ball at the 2-yard line. Fourth down. Crowd is up on their feet here.
And here's, I'm sorry, Paul, you're getting a little excited again, but here's where you're using those timeouts. Kill you in the game. You can get a timeout here, get the play you want, and you can't. And Crestwood still hasn't gotten their play in the huddle. They're coming in with 10 seconds left. They're going to be discombobulated. They have no timeouts. They're still trying to get everything. They got, that's 12. That's a penalty on Crestwood. You can't break the huddle with 12 players.
And I'll tell you what.
And here's where, again, I'm harping on a dead horse here, but lack of timeouts kill you. Just kill you.
And you've been saying that this whole quarter about getting the play in, and the coach
just kills you. That's a great thing for Williamsport, don't get me wrong here, but now you've got to defend a 4th and 7 versus a 4th and 2. It makes it a little bit easier.
Well, I know it wasn't what they planned, but I'm going to play devil's advocate here. At least they're going to get a little bit more room now to spread the field a little bit. I mean, I'd definitely take 4th and 2 at the 2 instead of back at the 7, but now they can spread the field a little bit. I know they're not much of a passing team, but Petrosky's going to operate from the gun. A lot of movement here.
And they may come back to that seam pass.
Petrosky rolling. He was looking for Nominski. He got knocked over. Turns it up, and he is touchdown.
We got a flag. There's a flag on the field. And
Petrosky went airborne, and he is in for the touchdown.
Right, so we got a whole bunch of things
but
going
hold
on.
Everything. There is a flag, on the play.
On the field. It's against Williamsport, I believe, for holding. They're calling that's a touchdown. I don't believe he was in.
Well, there was a Crestwood defender that went down in the end zone that was pulled down. And they called that hold on the play, but that doesn't even matter.
No.
Ryan Petrosky went airborne. From here, it was tough to see.
Yeah, we're at a bad angle, but he didn't look from here as if he was in.
Well, the ball just has to touch the nose of the plane. And like you said, Coach, from here we could not tell. We do not have instant replay here. We cannot look at it. But he is in for the touchdown, and the Comets lead 15-14.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't think he – well, I got to tell you, I don't know what they saw on the replay there, but I don't think he was in, and I don't think it was close.
Well, Crestwood is going to go for 2. And the Millionaire fans are not happy, and they are giving to Crestwood will operate from the gun. Petrosky calls his own number up the middle, and it is going to be still moving. And they're going to.
He's short.
Are they going to give him the forward progress here, the continuation?
Well, if they give him this one, he's short. He's short.
Well, they used to say Alcoa presents fantastic finishes with 2 minutes to go.
So going to go on the record right now as saying it. You have got a kicker who's kicked a 43-yard field goal. You've got 2 minutes. You've got 1 timeout. You already had a kickoff return for a touchdown. If you're Crestwood, you can't stop the clock. Do you kick it deep and risk another big return? Do you squib it and risk giving Williamsport great field position to start?
I'm kicking it deep. I'm taking my chances. I'm kicking it deep. I'm pinning them back on their heels. They got 1 timeout. I want them to go 80 yards to beat me at the end of the game here. I'm not going to give them a short field. With Jonathan Kramer kicking, he's kicked 43-yarders before. Is his long 40-year. I'm going to make him go the whole distance if I'm the coach.
And Williamsport, listen, no panic. Plenty of time with their athletes. No panic. And that's what you got to be selling on the sidelines. Coach Cruz is calm and collected. Great ball game tonight, Paul. Great ball game. Good high school game. And Crestwood's already been in an overtime game. A couple of barn burners here. Let's add another one. To their list, here's the Comets have played above their size twice this year. This will be the third one. Third 6A team already.
All right. I said it before, but you were talking, you didn't hear me. I said back in the 70s, they used to have the Alcoa Presents Fantastic Finishes, and you and I are getting another one here as there's 2 minutes to go. The only thing we're missing is John Vicenda, the voice, to tell us that Alcoa presents the Fantastic Finish. But WEBB Weekly is going to present a Fantastic Finish as it does every single Friday night with 2 games. Coach, you and I got one. Gary and Babe got the other one. Where else would you rather be on a Friday night than spending it with us on WEBWeeklyLive.com here in Williamsport? 15-14. Comets trying to hold on. Millionaires trying to rally. Keith Freeman back deep for the Millionaires. And they do have one timeout, as you said. 2 minutes on the clock even. And they are going to squib the kick, as you said, and it's going to go out of bounds.
So choose your poison. They chose to kick it out of bounds. Williamsport will start at the 35. And listen, I know I said it twice. I'll say it a third time. Plenty of time. No panic for the Millionaires, especially with the type of athletes they have. They can score in one play.
Well, no time came off the clock either. And the Millionaires will start.
And the big thing that you notice about Williamsport is they don't have to huddle. So
they're going to kick it again here. I don't know what happened. I think it was a penalty.
It was. They kicked it out of bounds. Williamsport declined it.
Oh, they declined it. Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. My bad. So they will have them kick it again.
So no time off the clock. Not a bad move here.
And once again, squib kick.
Oh, it was headed out of bounds again.
That's Jefferson. That was Stephon with the ball. Stephon Jefferson up to the 35-yard line.
So they'll be starting at the same spot with 1:54 left.
They lost 6 seconds on that, but
it's okay. You know, a good play to open up here might be a screen with Crestwood's aggressiveness coming after them, but we'll see. Coach Brown does a good job with Williamsport's offense, but here we go. We're set for a barn burner.
All right, here we go. Strap your helmets on. 1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line for the Millionaires.
And Crestwood still has nobody in the middle of the field.
Now it's first down here. Would you take a shot here or no? I mean, they're really close to the line of scrimmage.
Close to the line, and they've got no one in the middle.
And we've seen Brock Moyer. He can burn. All right, Grease will operate from the gun. Single setback is Freeman. Grease back to pass. Deep out for Moyer. He's got it, but it looks like he is out of bounds. That ball took a long time to get there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you set out a little out and up here now, or a little sluggo, a slant and go, and with no one in the middle of the field, which Paul, I can't understand. I know they're playing sort of a too deep shell, but you're giving up an awful lot of real estate in the middle of the field.
All right, 2nd and 10, ball at the 35, 1:50 to go in the ball game. 15-14 Comets. Same exact formation. Grease, straight drop back, looking under pressure. Now rolling, throws it away again. Right in between the cheerleaders there.
Correct. And
I'll tell you what, Coach, a screen pass might be a good call here. Crestwood is all over them.
Correct. Naminsky's just pinning his ears back. Coming hard off the edge. Now you know you're going to be playing for that if you're Crestwood defensively. You know, you're going to be telling your kids screen. This is a big play.
3rd and long. They don't got to get a first down here, at least half of it, and set up a short play. It's 2-down territory. Minute 43 to go in the game, and if they don't get a first down, it's over because they only have one timeout left. Confusion for the Millionaires. Grease from the gun. Again, rolling, still rolling.
Yeah,
throws
that's coming back. You're going to have a hold.
Flag on the play.
Crestwood coaches are running down the sideline over there to make sure the players are getting back to the huddle, and this one's going to hurt. Now,
and they're going to move them back.
No, do you take it or do you decline it?
I think they're going to move them back. It's going to either be 4th and 6 or 3rd
and 10.
4th and they did decline it. Oh, the pass was incomplete. I thought he
Yes.
caught it. Okay. Thought he declined to 4-10. Here's the ball game.
There it is. This is it. Don't be surprised if Coach takes a timeout here. If they don't like what they see, you have it. Don't take it home with you if you don't like what you see at the line of scrimmage.
Jefferson is in the game, and that's exactly what Coach Cruz will do. Coach Cruz is going to take a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second break with a word from Blaze Alexander. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Blaze Alexander here with Lyle, and rumor has it Lyle's a talking dog. What do you know about the Blaze Alexander family dealership? Yeah. Lyle is saying that Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed on any new vehicle in stock, or we'll give you $1,000. Lyle says we'll give you the highest trade-in value, and we'll buy your car from you even if you're not buying your new car from us. He's right. Visit any Blaze Alexander family dealership and get the low price guarantee.
All right, we are back here. 1 minute and 39 seconds to go. Williamsport down to a 4th and 10, Coach. Ball at their own 35-yard line. What a game here tonight.
Great game.
All right, 4th down and 10. Grease from the shotgun. Grease back to pass. Looking, steps up, throws, complete! Mazzanti caught it over midfield. Braden Mazzanti went up high, and that's a 1st down for the Millionaires. The 5'9", 160-pound junior went up high. Clock stopped with 1 minute and 33 seconds to go. Grease will operate from the gun. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Grease throws over the middle. In traffic. Pass is complete to E.J. Jefferson. Clock running, 1 minute and 19. Not sure why the clock is stopped. There's a penalty on the play. Flag right down at midfield. And it is against the Millionaires again. And once again, the Millionaires are shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. One minute and 14 seconds to go. Williamsport will be back to a 2nd and 22. Braden Mazzanti on that 4th down catch. All right, Grease back to pass, rolling, still rolling, looking, running out of room, and out of bounds he goes. And that was 1st and 22, excuse me. It'll now be 2nd down. 54 ticks left on the clock. 15-14 Comets. Two receivers to the top of your screen. Brock Moyer down low. Grease back to pass. Looking, throws. Hit as he throws. And incomplete, intended for Braden Mazzanti. Set up a 3rd and 23. .48 seconds to go in this one. Big play for the Millionaires. 3rd and 23, back at their own 39-yard line. Mazzanti, top of your screen. In the slot is E.J. Jefferson. Lone setback is Freeman. Brock Moyer, bottom of your screen. Bad snap. Grease, broken play, rolling, throws. He got Moyer open and slips down at the 30. Brock Moyer open. And it's going to be 4th down and 23. And the Millionaires can be down to their final play here. Fourth and 23, ball on the 39-yard line. Grease once again from the shotgun. Crestwood in a prevent, back deep. Grease looks, throws downfield. Nobody's down there, and the Comets are going to win this game here at STA Stadium, 15-14. And that's a turnover on downs. .34 seconds to go, and the Comets are going to run the clock out here. What a great game here tonight. Crestwood in victory formation. And there's a kneel down by Ryan Petrusky as the final seconds tick off the clock. And they will not have to run another play. Teams lining up. And there is your horn. It's a final score here from STA Stadium in Williamsport. Crestwood 15. They will move their record to 3-0. Williamsport will drop, to 3-2. Williamsport will also drop to 3-2. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Rich Salonis is down. We're going to try to get a word with Coach Cruz after the word from Van Campen Motors.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
Coach, tough one tonight. Kids showed great resilience, played hard. What's your assessment?
It's a great high school football game. You know what I mean? They wanted it a little bit more than we did. That kid, the touchdown that kid scored down there, that's a good deal. You know what I mean? That's what, hey, they wanted it more. You win some, you lose some. That's all right.
The tale of two halves. You know, you came out, it seemed like you just didn't have the ball a whole lot the first half. Went in, looked like you made some great adjustments again against their unbalanced power set. And then the second half, two big plays right off the bat. You're up for most of the second half and then come up a little bit short. But another great teaching moment for a young team that's clearly playing some great football.
Indeed. Ball security is what we had to take out here. The interception, the fumble, you know, we gave them great field position here. And that turned into the corner, you know what I mean? They ended up, you know what I mean, changing field position. And then the fumble, you know what I mean? The ball is precious, you know what I mean? The clock is precious, the ball is precious, and we did not value the ball this game, and that's why they got one more point in the scoreboard than we do.
Well, another great defensive effort from your kids. You know, there's so many positive things to take out of this, and you obviously have what the high school game is all about well down, and hats off to your kids. I'm sure you'll be back and have a successful second half to the season, Coach.
I sure hope so. Thank you so much, Al.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Take care, Coach. All right, we'll be back up to Paul. Another great game tonight from STA Stadium. The Millionaires come up just a little bit short.
All right, we are back here. It is a final score here from STA Stadium. Crestwood wins it
but
15-14 in a come-from-behind victory after leading 3-0, getting behind 14-3. They clawed their way back for a 15-14 victory. I'm Paul Ball for Rich Salonis down on the field. For everyone here at WebWeeklyLive.com. We'll see you all next week, next Friday night. Good night, everybody.